Hi guys, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I actually had this message in my meditation that I want to share with you guys, and it's about judgment. So I want to talk to you about judgment and how to deal with judgment and how to approach self-critic, inner judgment, and also how to deal with other people's judgment. So let me wait a couple of more minutes so more guys can tune in, and whoever is here, just say hello, introduce yourself. So if you have any question, I can interact with you and it can be more personalized. And I also want to say that, guys, if you haven't get the book yet, you can still get it for a very affordable price. On Amazon, the book is for $4.99 right now. The price is going up to $7 in 48 hours. So if you still haven't ordered the copy, you can get it. Just go to Amazon and search for Love is the Law and my name. And also, it's on other distribution channel. If you don't use Amazon, you can find it pretty much everywhere. The information is available at loveisthelaw.com. Now, let's talk about the judgment, because I think this topic is very, very familiar to all of us, and I feel like it needs to be addressed. And I don't know why. I just get the information through meditation today that I should talk about it. So, judgment itself is basically coming from the illusion of separation. And what do I mean by that? Is that we are all one, we are all connected, and every time we judge somebody else, it's because we are judging ourselves. You never judge other person just because. Usually we judge because the other person outside of us is triggering something inside of you. And as the person is triggering something inside of you, that is when you judge that person. And you judge it, or you judge him or her, again, because there is a trigger. There is a trigger within you, and the trigger is actually the lesson. So I want you to pay attention next time you're about to judge somebody for whatever action. Is the reason you're judging someone is there is a lesson. Within the judgment is a lesson, because judgment is just trigger within you, and it's triggering you, some sort of behavior is triggering you, and as a result you judge this person. So instead of actually continuing judging the person, I want you to just slow down, step back, and ask yourself, why am I judging this person? Because right there is going to be a lesson for you, very important lesson. And usually the lesson is not about the person that is the object of your judgment, but it's about you. There is something that you are judging about yourself, and because of that, the other person is just mirroring that, and you see yourself in the other person and you are judging that. Does it make sense? Hi Lucina, thanks for watching. So, this judgment is a negative, because every time we judge, we are creating more separation, bigger gap between us and the other person. And as we do that, we almost feel different. We feel separated from the other person. And the more we judge, basically the more toxic energy we are creating. Or in other words, we are bringing lower vibration, because ultimately we are connected. We are all connected. We are connected with the other people, and we are not separated. So as you judge other people, you are judging yourself. So now, what do you do if you are being judged by someone? And this is something somebody asked me today. Well, how do you approach that if you are being judged by other people? What do you do? Like last week I launched my book, and majority of people, they are like so loving and so, I'm receiving incredible feedback. I am so grateful for this feedback, and I would never ever imagine such a positive, beautiful, loving feedback. In fact, it really surprised me, and I'm not really receiving anything negative, and I'm really blessed, because I was afraid to publish my book, and I was afraid because I was judging myself. So I was judging myself because obviously I was afraid. So the judgment is coming from fear, place of fear. Because here's the deal. If you are a loving being, if you love yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you overcome yourself, the more you evolve, and the more you work with your challenges, with your own personal struggles, the more you can empathize with other people, the more you can feel into other people's struggles, and the less you're going to be judgmental. So any kind of judgment is just creating barrier or the gap or the separation between you and other people. Now, if you are receiving judgment from somebody, if you are doing something that is creating judgment, right? In other words, it's polarizing the audience, right? Because if you are, for example, public person or entrepreneur, or you have your own audience following your behavior, whatever you're preaching or sharing, the message can be polarizing. On one hand, you might create people who are totally aligned with you and totally understand you, but on the other hand, you might attract people who are not on the same page, who don't agree with you, and so you are polarizing by your message and you are dividing the audience. Now, I believe that's not my case, because love is the law and love is what we all seek and love is what we all are. But still, there might be some people who might think that, what kind of lawyer she is, like, what is she talking about? Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? So if you are experiencing judgment, or you are receiving or perceiving judgment from other people, here is the deal. You instead of reacting to it, just pause and don't add fuel to it. Don't add more oil into fire, because if you do that, you're lowering your vibration to that person who is creating the judgment or saying the judgment, who is judgmental. And so instead of lowering your vibration, you stay high, and you don't lower yourself. In other words, you do not react. And there is a difference between reacting and responding. If you react, you lower your vibration and you go to the place of separation again. And I want you, instead of that, keep your vibration high and understand, empathize with the person who is judging you. Understand that this person is reflecting their own insecurities or triggers upon you, and don't react to it. The more you understand this, and again, the more evolved you become, you will understand this, because every single day we have challenges. Every one of us has challenge every single day. And it's okay to have challenges, because as long as we have challenges, we are evolving. So as long as you pay attention to these challenges and you are being aware, the more you can evolve, the faster you can evolve, and then you can empathize and you can understand other people, especially if they are judging you. They are projecting their insecurities, their triggers on you. And your job is not to lower your vibration and react to it, rather stay high and stay in that loving place, and from that place you just respond. You respond from that place. You send love to these people. You send light to these people. You do not react to it. And of course sometimes it's very hard, very challenging, right? But think about it this way. If you don't take it seriously, in other words, personally, what they are projecting on you, because you stay in your space, you stay in your core space, you know who you are. You know that you are loved. You know that you are powerful. You know that you are genius. You know what you know yourself. You're not going to let anybody outside of you define who you are. You're going to be defined by you. Nobody is going to define you. You are the one who is defining you, period. And everybody else around you is just the projection of their own self, projecting their own self towards you, especially if you are triggering them. Now, here's the deal. With the trigger, beautiful, what I want to say is that with the triggers, we are triggering people based on something that is within them that is asleep. What, Lucina? I stay high always. Ha ha ha. Are you sure? My stay is calmness. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Lucina. So when people are triggered by us, it's because you have something inside of you that is also within them, but is sleeping within them. You know what I mean? Like, for example, they might see themselves in you subconsciously, and you might be triggering their desire that is not fulfilled. And because the desire is not fulfilled, it's rather painful for them to look at you, and because they are being triggered, and by looking at you, they know that there is something needs to be done with their life or with this particular area of life. But they, instead of doing it, they procrastinate, or they hide, or they go into denial, and that is actually the trigger. So I want you to understand that judgment itself is not negative. It's actually a great tool for us to evolve into better human beings, more powerful, more loving, and we just need to accept that we are imperfect. And by doing so, you're going to eliminate the suffering, you're going to ease up a little bit, you're not going to take everything so seriously, and life is going to be more fun for you. So I hope this is helpful. And of course, if you like this, you can just, get the book and dig deeper, because that is something that I am talking about and covering in my book as well. Also, I want to announce that there is a YouTube channel that I have, youtube.com/Marieta Oslanec, and I'm going to be adding more content to this YouTube channel. I'm going to do my best to add between 3 to 5 videos a week for people who want to go deeper, who want to work on themselves, and they are all into self-development, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. Because my goal, as you know, I'm on a mission to heal humanity in one way or another. So if this resonates, make sure to check it out. And it's at youtube.com/Marieta Oslanec. Easy come peace. Yes, Lucina, easy come peace. Easy come peace. So that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Get the book if you haven't signed up yet. The price is going up in 2 days. We're going to go to $7 with the Amazon. And that's what I got for you. Yes, I'm working on a book launch. Sorry, the book signing. The book launch happened last week. The book signing is happening soon. I don't know the date yet, but it's going to be announced soon. And part of the book signing is going to be also workshop. Love is the Law workshop in person. And for those who cannot attend, they can get a live stream. So I will be announcing this as well. And of course, part of it is going to be signed copy of my book. So if you want this copy, if you want signed copy, stay tuned, because I will be announcing it as well. It's coming up. So thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.